Hello everyone, welcome back to RDSC Cbse. This is Ravinder Tundra, and in the last class we have discussed about Napoleonic Code, or we also call it as Civil Code of 1804. So in that what we have discussed is when Napoleon came to France, what kind of changes he has brought, and we have also discussed about the reaction of the people in France as well as in other parts of this Europe. In continuation with that, we will discuss the second part of this lesson, that is the making of nationalism in Europe. So in this, what we are going to discuss is about the past condition of Europe almost during this mid 18th century. How Europe was there in this mid 18th century. Then what was the condition of Europe? How people were living in Europe during this mid 18th century. So during the mid 18th century, okay, we come to that, but before that, at present, these days, in this present 21st century, we have countries like Germany, we have countries like Italy, Switzerland, or Poland, or you can take many countries we have in present day. But during this 18th century, we do not have any countries like that. What we were having during this middle of the 18th century in Europe, the Europe was divided into different ways. For example, it was divided into kingdoms, it was divided into duchies, as well as it was also divided into cantons. Kingdoms means you all know any kingdom may mostly ruled by a king. Then what do you mean by this duchies? Duchies means the area which is ruled by duchies or Dutch, or you can also call them as dukes. Dukes means you can say the other name for a king or a ruler. Then cantons means any large area. What it will be done is that they will divide this large area into different smaller regions, and for each region they will keep one ruler and they will make them to rule this particular region. So the situation of Europe during this 18th century, mid 18th century, it was divided into kingdoms, duchies, as well as cantons, and there are no nation states like Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Poland, British, or whatever, etc. These countries were not there. Then we'll see the condition of this Europe during this mid 18th century. How it was there? How it was there is that this eastern and central part of the Europe were under the control of autocratic monarchies. Eastern part, central part of the Europe, they were under the control of autocratic monarchies, which means again the power was in the hands of either one single person, or you can say a group of people. You can say simply they were continuously following this monarchy form of government. Then what else was there is that the one of the largest empire was this Austria-Hungary, and it was ruled by Habsburg Empire. Austria and Hungary was under the control of Habsburg Empire. Then, and at the same time, this Europe was completely with a diverse group of people. You cannot see common people, or you can say people who are sharing common things. They were all diverse group of people. In what ways these people were divided, or what kind of diversity was there is that people were speaking different languages. There was no common language for all these Europeans. And at the same time, there were different ethnic groups. Different ethnic groups in the sense people following their different cultures. No common culture in this Europe. Then at the same time, there was no unity among these people. No common language, no proper ethnic groups. At the same time, no unity among these people. And this Europe was also divided with different regions. No common language, no ethnic groups, no unity, and having different regions. Because of this, there was no commonness, there was no sense of unity among Europeans during this mid 18th century. And it was not only under the control of these kingdoms and kings, and in some parts of this Europe, they were mainly under the control of this peasant groups, or you can say they were all, most of the peasants were staying in these regions. For example, these Bohemians and Slovaks, they were staying in the northern part of this Europe. Then Croats were living in this southern part of the Europe, and Romans were living in this eastern part of the Europe. So this was the condition of Europe during this mid 18th century. What was is that again it was divided into different kingdoms, duchies as well as cantons. Then eastern and central part was under the control of autocratic monarchies. Austria and Hungary, one of the biggest empire, was under the control of this Habsburg Empire. And we have also said that it was divided into different languages, regions, no common ethnic groups. So, like this, the Europe was divided. But there is one common thing in this among all these people is that all this group of people, they were under the control of either one particular king. That is the only common thing you can find in this Europe. They were all under one king. But apart from that, they were all having this different languages, different groups, no unity among these people. Then, apart from these kings and kingdoms, there was one more social group in Europe during this mid 19th, not 19th, mid 18th century. That is this aristocracy, or we also call them as aristocrats. Aristocrats means what? Aristocrats means the people who are having more land at the same time, the people who have more money, these people we call them as aristocrats. So therefore, apart from kings and kingdoms, the dominant group, socially and politically, the dominant group in Europe was this aristocrats. And these aristocrats in size, if you take in their size, they were very few in number. That means they were very less in number, but they were dominant in socially as well as politically. That means they are having some kind of power in the society. And often these aristocrats, they used to have certain common things based on which their unity is strengthened. What are these three things are? They are united based on three things. They owned estates in the countryside. Estates in the sense owning any particular house or very big house, or you can say large amount of land in the countryside. Countryside means you all know very well. Rural areas, or you can also call it as this villages. So all the aristocrats, they have their own estates in the countryside. Then very important thing, they spoke French for their diplomacy. That means they used to feel that if they speak French or if they speak French language, what they used to feel that it is something like a prestigious issue, or they used to feel it's a prestige when they speak French language. Then third thing is that their families are often connected by the ties of marriage. Their families are often connected by ties of marriage. Means within aristocracy community itself, they used to get married. They never used to go outside of their community. They never used to marry others. Within their community, within this aristocracy community itself, they used to get married. So, based on these three things, they owned estates in the countryside, one common thing. They used to speak French, second common thing. And they often used to get married within their community. Based on these three things, the aristocracy or the aristocrats were united among themselves. And the land which belongs to these aristocrats was cultivated by these peasants, or you can also call them as serfs. Serfs means, yesterday I told you, the land was divided and each part of the land was given to a particular person. So it was cultivated by serfs, or you can also say these peasants. And these peasants, they were very large in number. You can say their size is very large compared to these aristocrats. Aristocrats were very few, but they are dominant based on socially as well as politically. Then these peasants were very large, but they are not dominant among themselves. They were just the serfs, or you can say sometimes you can also call them, they were cultivating the lands of this aristocracy. So these were the two other groups which were existing in Europe. Apart from kings and kingdoms, the other group was aristocrats. Then one more group was this peasants. But suddenly you can say there is one more group entered into Europe. We'll see what is that group and how this group emerged in Europe. The new group which came into existence in Europe was this new middle class. We often know very well one of the common term middle class. Then we'll see how this new middle class people came into existence. New middle class, how it existed or how it emerged is that if you want to know about this, you should know about something known as industrialization. Industrialization means before 18th century, we do not have any industries or the process of production, the process of manufacturing was mainly done with the hands, or you can say by using manual power. But during this 18th century, almost in the year 1770s or after 1770s, what happened was that people started shifting towards these industries or new industries emerged in this Europe. Therefore, the production, the number of industries slowly started rising in Europe. So, if there are large number of industries are coming and setting up, then we call it as something known as this industrialization. Then, where it has begun? This industrialization, it had begun in this country known as this England. We can also call England as the first capitalist country in the world. So, this industrialization began in England during the 1770s. Then, after that, it did not stop there itself. What it has done is that from England to it started spreading to all other European countries. For example, if we take France, if we take Germany, or you can also take if you take this Italy or etc whatever the countries are there. So from England to all other countries in Europe, the industrialization slowly started spreading. It has begun in this 18th century. By the time in the beginning of 19th century, this industrialization was shifting towards France, Germany as well as Italy. Then when it has been shifted to these countries, what happened is that a new middle class group came into existence. That middle class, so that is how this middle class group came into existence. Apart from this middle class, there is one more group also came into existence. That is working class people. So two new groups came into existence just because of this industrialization. Industrialization, it has begun in England during this 18th century or late 18th century. Then it has been spreading to it has spread to other European countries during the beginning of this 19th century to countries like France, Germany, Italy, etc. Then when it has spread to this other countries in Europe, two new social groups came into existence. One is middle class people, second one is this working class people. Then this middle class people includes, you can say, industrialists. You can also take this businessman. Then you can also take this professionals. So industrialists, businessmen, professionals. So all this group of people are included in this middle class. Then working class means those who work as a you can say laborers in these industries. So these are the two new group of people, two new groups came into existence in this Europe because of this industrialization. So once again, if we go back during this middle of 18th century in Europe, we do not have any particular nation states like Germany, Italy, or etc. What we were having is that we have kingdoms, duchies, and cantons, and there was no unity, there was no common language, there was no common culture among all these Europeans. And after that, socially, politically, the dominant group in Europe was this aristocrats. Their land was under the control of this peasants or serfs, or their land was cultivated by peasants or serfs. But during this beginning of this 19th century, the other social groups, two new social groups came into existence. They are working class people as well as middle class people. And how this middle class and working class came into existence is, as I told, it is because of this industrialization. And this middle class group of people, it includes industrialists, businessmen, as well as professionals. Then working class people means those who work in these industries. Then finally, just because of the initiation taken by these middle class people, or you can say liberal middle class people, the idea of nationalism came into existence. So, this group of people were the main reason why nationalism emerged in Europe. Once again, why it emerged, why nationalism emerged is just because of this new liberal middle class people. Why? Because all these liberal middle class people, they were all very well educated, and when they have seen this situation, they felt that this is not the proper way of ruling. So we need to fight. We need to bring some kind of change. So that is why all this liberal middle class group of people, they tried to focus on this nationalism, and they tried to bring something known as nation states. So, in the next class, in the next video, we will see how this liberal middle class group of people brought this feeling of nationalism in Europe. What were the strategies they followed? What was the ideology they followed? We'll see in the next class. Thank you.